Greetings, friends. Country Club Hillbilly out here enjoying the day today. What are we at here? Into August, sliding into September. Just wanted you guys to appreciate the view I'm looking at here. About halfway through the middle of my property here, so looking back on the ridge here, it really grew up. That's where all the deer come through over here. I don't know though, it's getting full of these little trees. I think it's sumac if I'm not mistaken, but you can see there's a line of blue spruce trees over up there too. Yeah, this is a beautiful day. Haven't done a video in a minute. Been busy with other things and whatnot, but I was out here today and I was changing the oil in my quad runner. Pretty easy thing to do. 3 bolts on a filter. Of course, drain for the oil to come out, screw, whatnot. But yeah, it took me about 30 minutes, about $50 in oil and parts. But I hadn't changed it in a minute. It was pretty dark. I feel kind of bad, but I have a feeling Susie's going to be okay. But yeah, I changed the oil in my tractor too. That was earlier this week, so everything should be good to go for a couple more runs until winter time comes. But next big plan out here is going to try to get a forester out here with a forestry plan and probably fill up these fields with some trees. You know, so I'm thinking oak trees, but I know some of those walnut trees get some good money. I don't know if you can see the airplane there, but he's up there. Look at all these lines in the sky. Why? I reckon my beautiful day. I don't know what those are. Anybody got any ideas? But turkey feather. I always pick those up when I see them. Yeah, I got the Ranger out of the shop the other day. $450 for a starter and an oil change. So she'll be ready for deer season October 1st. Get out here with the crossbow. Excited about that. Get that sucker dialed in here in a couple weeks. Hook up with my old buddy. He'll help me with that, and he taught me how to shoot it last year. But he's a good dude. He came out here and helped me with the gutting of the deer as well. So I owe him one. He's a big turkey hunter, deer hunter. Been fishing a lot lately, catching them off the dock back home. Pretty cool. Changed the line on my fishing pole because I had a big one snap it, and then I got a couple of nice ones. Had no worries because I changed the line. You got to do that kind of stuff, maintenance, you know, like take care of stuff that lasts longer, perform better. Yeah, so I've been in the maintenance mode lately. Oil changes, starters. I think I got these paths pretty well taken care of. They're looking pretty good. Pretty happy about that, but like I said, I'm trying to come up with a plan to be a little bit more sustainable out here. And you know, these raspberry bushes are creeping. They probably moved about, I don't know, 10 yards this year. It seems like they're just starting to creep this way, and gotta keep them back. So yeah, got a special little treat coming up pretty soon too. I think I'm gonna do a little something out here. I might put it on here, I might not, I'm not sure. Gotta spend a little bit more money. Been busy with my other job too, closing up some deals. So happy to put a little bit of cash in the tank. I don't know. I haven't. The deer tracks are pretty heavy up by the house, but I haven't seen anybody out here lately. But you never know. Big buck showed up last year, walked, right out in front of me, and I had my cameras on. I never saw him, but I saw him that day. That was November 10th last year. I remember because Detroit Lions were playing the Houston Texans. So I called him Stroud. Got him in the morning. Lions had a miraculous comeback in the afternoon, so we got our man. I transplanted this little tree over here. This one survived. Took him out up by the barn there, so he looks like he's doing okay. The other one over here though, no, not so much. I don't think it's gonna survive. Yeah, drove the quad around a couple times, got it warmed up, drained the oil, put the new oil in it, let it sit for a few minutes, fired it up. Thing runs good for being a 1996 King Quad. Pretty cool. Didn't pay too much for it, but those things will last forever if you take care of them. Yeah, just appreciate the view on the sky. Beautiful. Shoot. I think I want to stay inside and watch videos on my computer or my iPad. What the fuck is wrong with kids these days? They need to be out here with me, cutting trees down and doing shit like that. Yeah, see, I don't know. I don't think he's any good. Any ideas if that's gonna liven back up? I don't know. Tried to transplant that one too. I do have a couple houses over here that are kind of can see, but right now we're not quite to fall. That's another reason I'm out here too, is because a little bit cooler. It's not 90, it's 70. Sorry for the wind if that's getting to you. Yeah, you can see the tree lines are all pretty heavy. So here you got another one flying right over me. They're watching me. They're circling. They're over the target. Country Club Hillbilly. He's out there cutting grass and changing oil. Gotta keep an eye on him. One thing they do keep an eye on is taxes. I'm working on that too, so I might explain how to get credits. It's gotta be more of a farm. Gotta have a crop. I think my crop will be trees, but it'll take 3 or 4 years to get those credits because I did some math. I think you have to take 2 or 3 trees out every year. And I got dirty today. Yeah, I don't know. It looks kind of like a den to me, but bed maybe. Yeah, this is my loop. You guys might have seen it before, but it's kind of growing up and it's getting heavy again. I let some of the paths go that I used to cut down, kept it to a big circle so I could ride my stuff around and do that. See, this is a path I used to cut, but not anymore. The deer walk through here, you can tell it's kind of matted, parted. I'm gonna get stung by a bee, that'd be bad. Yeah, this is the first buck. I think he was living over here, coming through this path. We're in the stuff over here, aren't we? How many people you see? 0. This number, 0. Must be going through there too, I don't know. Red barn. Yep, so I probably won't be out here many more times until hunting season. Jeez. Jeez, bees. Pollinators, huh? See, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. I don't know what that is. I'm not here to bother you guys. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep working. I guess the butterflies really like those. I can't remember what those are called. Range again. Yeah, I don't come over here very often at all. Neighbor's got a food plot, so I think that's what they do is they go through there. Big rock. Hope that's not people walking through there. They're not supposed to be over here. Probably our friends. The deer. And I think I got a pretty good peg on how they move though. Did patch a pole in the fence. South side. You hear that? Oh, it's nothing. I scared them all away if there was anything with my four-wheeler. Yeah, this looks like they've been pretty well moving pretty good through here. I would do it live, but I just don't get the kind of reception I need. It gets choppy and cuts out. So this is my version of a live. What are they doing? Yeah, that stuff's thick. I ain't going back there. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, it's a good day to be outside, good day to be alive. I'm excited for my kiddo. She's back at school, college. Riding a bus for 3 hours to play a soccer game today. I'm not going to that one. Luckily, though, I can watch it on TV. It's pretty cool. I do like technology for that. Like, you know, back in the day, you wouldn't be able to catch the game, but everything's online now. If you look hard enough, you'll find it. Looking pretty green. We didn't really get, I don't know if we had a wet summer this year. I don't know. Drive a tractor through this stuff, you mess it up. Yeah. I don't know. I was trying to come up with some topics, make some new videos and do some different things, but I do this for fun. I don't want to make it a job. I already got one of those. Ooh. You can see my shadow. There's some deer prints there. Tearing it up pretty good out here. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed the walk. You know, this is a nice Friday afternoon out in the woods here. We had about 15 minutes, 16 minutes. So, I hope this video gets 12 views. But on that note, Country Club Hillbilly out.